I'm recording this because this could be the last thing I'll ever say. The city I once knew as home is teetering on the edge of radioactive oblivion. A 300,000 degree baptism by nuclear fire. I'm not sorry. We had it coming. A surge of white-hot atonement will be our wake-up call. Hope for our future is now a stillborn dream. The bombs begin to fall and I'm rushing to meet my love. Please remember me. There is no more.
Wrong setting.
I don't know what it's doing. Welcome back, everybody, to our weekend watch parties, where we finally made it to Margin Call. I've been looking forward to this for weeks.
It's gonna be a good one of the Psychopath series. Psychopaths are everywhere. Sometimes they're in boardrooms.
Most of the time, they're in boardrooms. I think to be able to be that high up at a corporation, you have to have a little bit of psychopath in you.
I never saw this movie in theaters. I don't remember if it played in theaters where I was. And I remember seeing the DVD for it, thinking this is gonna be absolutely boring. I think it's a non-stop roller coaster.
Ronnie, you've never heard of this movie?
I think a lot of people haven't heard of Margin Call. Yeah, Lieutenant Garatina says he's never seen it. Josh Wax. So this is great. Okay.
This is going to be such a enlightening experience. I'm so excited.
Terrace, what do you think we can say without spoiling? I mean,
I don't know. I would say let's just say hi to everyone in the chat and start.
I don't think you can spoil
Draconis hasn't watched it either. Yeah, first time.
Has anybody seen this?
No one in the chat's seen this. VP hasn't seen it.
Damn, Terrace, this is a great fucking choice.
Draconis hasn't seen it. Josh hasn't seen it. Diartina's never seen it. Yeah, Kevin Spacey's amazing in this. Mm-hmm. Jeremy Irons, yeah. Terrace,
I don't think there's a twist or anything.
Now, Ronnie, I'll give you that. The Stalin one, I've never seen that either. Terry said it's probably a highly anxiety-inducing film. Yeah. Anthony Shack said I remember the advertising for it, just not the movie itself. Don't think I saw it when it came out. What?
I think, people always talk about 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
Dude, this film's up there with that. Glenn Glary, Glenn Ross, very intelligent film. Just a lot of talking, but it's not boring at all.
And it has tons of amazing actors.
Tara says, if you've worked in finance, it's the only film that comes remotely close to actually capturing the flavor of how things operate at a major investment bank. This film is incredibly cynical. Do you think that that's true to the industry, Terrace, from your experience?
Yeah, Terrace said, for the record, this film is in my top 10 of all time.
That's what I'm saying. This film is so quotable. This film is it is so well acted.
I'm now realizing when we reference this film in our video, I'm wondering how many people have no idea what the film is.
We make references to Margin Call a lot, and I'm now realizing that nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. But they will in the future.
Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, welcome everybody. What's up, Lieutenant Garatina? Just Patton said, have a blessed dream tonight. Still having a rough time with muscle pain, so I won't be staying long. Love you, YouTube family. Man. I'm sorry, Justin.
I hope you feel better, dude. That's terrible.
Yeah, I'll pray for you. I'm sorry. But hopefully we can send you good vibes.
Yeah. Get some rest, because on this stream, I'm gonna obnoxiously be quoting the film.
Yeah, like we normally do. Terry said it's obviously Hollywood-fied, but it's the truest representation I've seen of how execs operate about the operational, above the operational level. Mm-hmm. Yeah, while also interacting with people on the ground floor, traders and salespeople.
The line about this is going to affect real people is
so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Terrace, we're ready whenever you are then, because the sooner we start, the better, since no one knows what we're even talking about.
I've been looking forward to this all day.
For weeks, I was like, I kept getting mixed up with the days of which weekend we were going to watch this.
About to sneeze. I know it.
I'm trying to remember. I also haven't watched this in a really long time. Bless you.
Thank you. I watched this recently.
Did you?
Well, I needed to grab the clips. And so I went to grab the clip for the video. And it's one of those films that when you start watching 5 minutes of it, all of a sudden you're like, damn. And you finish it.
I gotta watch the rest of it.
It's because it's so well paced. It just flows into it. And you think you're watching a 5 minute. By the way, this is a terrible film to rob you of 2 hours of your time on YouTube. And I don't even think the film's 2 hours, but
it's not.
What I often do is I'll see a short And I'm like, oh damn, fuck, Margin Call's so good. And then I'll go be like, let me just go watch the whole scene for like 10 minutes. I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like trying to find the next scene. And then at a certain point, you're like, I should just
watch the movie.
Yeah.
Joshua X is that film where Kevin Spacey goes on a destination wedding.
It is exactly that.
And Terry said the global financial crisis is a metaphor for destination wedding. Terry said I literally know every scene here by heart.
Bro, I fucking love it. I mean, look at that cast.
That's what I'm saying. Like Paul Bettany, Stanley Tucci. Like
Paul Bettany is a very good actor. I think his career has been overshadowed. I mean, by being in Marvel, like so many,
Yeah, by being Vision.
What do you guys think about Stanley Tucci? I really like Stanley Tucci as an actor. I feel like he's often forgotten.
Why is that though?
I think he's very. Some people have presence without commanding a scene. I think he's like a very good supporting actor.
I think Penn Badgley is the exact same.
Who?
Homeboy right there.
Little twerpy dude?
Penn Badgley, yeah.
I never would have known his fucking name.
He's from
You,
yeah. Like he's more of like a supporting actor. Or he gets away with you because he's fucking psychotic.
King Manny says, I'm more of a Mark Strong type of guy. But I would say Mark Strong's a very similar type of actor. Like, good actor, but you often forget. He kind of just blends into the film.
Yeah. Literally, Joshua X said, you and Heroes Villains right there together.
Dude, who remembers Heroes?
Oh, God, I haven't watched that forever.
That guy's Siler.
Yeah. And same, Joshua X. I loved him in Monk. I love Monk.
Who's in Monk?
Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci was in Monk?
Isn't he?
I fucking love Monk. That's one of my dad's favorite shows, which is so weird because when we moved to the UK, we were like, while we were moving, we were staying with my aunt and uncle, and she had like the first couple seasons of Monk on, and my dad had never seen it and just put it on one day. And then like cut to the next day, he'd like plowed through like 3 seasons, and it became a real part of his personality.
Monk's amazing though. Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. And then he became too Monk.
So in Curb Your Enthusiasm, John Hamm is playing John Hamm, who wants to play a Larry David type character. And one of the seasons has John Hamm trying to pick up Larry's mannerisms, and it goes too far, and everybody ends up finding John Hamm just as off-putting, but it seeps into his consciousness. It stops being an act, and it like infects John Hamm.
Yeah. Terry said, I've talked to a lot of people and everyone differs on their opinion of which bank this film is based on. Eventually, we agreed it's an amalgamation of Goldman's and Lehman, even though it crashed. Plus, what's MS?
Not sure.
He says, by the way, I'm just dropping so much finance shit here. This is my jam. Yeah, like Jeff becoming Dean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dean, exactly Dean, like that.
I'm obviously sorry that we are here today. But these are extraordinary times, as you very well know.
Oh, gosh.
Look, I run risk management. I don't really see how that.
Oh, Morgan Stanley. Yeah, that makes sense.
I understand this isn't very personal. The majority of the score is being local today. Ms. Bradford is now going to run through the details of what the firm is offering. Mr. Dale,
We do need more, Leon.
6 months severance at half your salary. You will keep all unvested options that you currently hold. Help will be extended through that period. You have until tomorrow at 4:47 to either take the offer or it will be revoked. Do you understand?
Yes.
Terry said, all right, so the actual time frame here of the film is crucial. It basically occurs over 16 to 20 hours from this moment.
Yeah.
Joshua said, are we doing a series of movies that start off with the bald guy being fired?
Wait, what other films did we?
Burn After Reading.
Oh, fuck. That's a great point. Yeah. Dude, Joshua, we should go and use Da Vinci and replace Stanley Tucci with John Malkovich. This is a fucking
crucifixion.
I have a drinking problem. God, that's hilarious. Great call, Josh.
Terry said upper management know what's been going on the whole time. They just need a canary in the coal mine, essentially, that will help in navigating this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm currently working on.
No.
The firm has worked out its transition plan and is prepared to move forward. But we do appreciate your concern.
Can you go blow your nose?
Yeah, it's my allergies.
Please contact me in the next 2 weeks if you need any assistance with this transition in your life.
Looking ahead, bro.
It's so condescending.
Yes.
I love that throughout this scene, the chick on the right has zero remorse, zero humanity. It's just
disgusting.
Yeah.
I love how it starts off with, I'm in risk management. Is that really where you think you should start cutting costs?
Yeah. It's like, the industry's like, that's exactly where we should cut costs. That's so uncomfortable.
It's awkward. You're being escorted out.
Mm-hmm. When I was still in corporate, even though it seems absolutely disgusting that it would be, that you'd have people escort out, but you'd have people escort out even in the entertainment part of the business.
Oh, VP. So I've seen this happen way too many times recently, too. Oh. Tara said this is a nicer version of how firing happen. Normally it's when you walk into the ground floor and your pass no longer works these days. That's shady as shit.
Who was it? Well, Rogers. I'm on the side, you know me, Rogers.
Fucking Robertson.
Yep. All right, well, good luck. Well. I was just in the middle of a lot of shit right here that I think somebody needs to take a look at.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody needs to get out of here and stop. While we appreciate your concern.
The fact that he's still concerned about it, even though he's been fired.
Well, this is such a big part of the film, and it's what really speaks to. And I mean, a lot of shows and movies have depicted this regarding the financial crisis, but there is a lack of humanity that, to some people, it's just an abstraction. And if you have any characters, or anybody who's remembering that these are people's homes and livelihoods and the economic impact of great turmoil in the marketplace and how that affects people's lives, you should be very concerned. Businesses are not people. And this is why I get so kind of sickened by people saying like, oh, this company's going to save us, or this is a good company. At the end of the day, every corporation is just like this.
Even Tara said this film does give me straight up PTSD because of how real it actually is. The culture's a lot more viscerally subtle as opposed to the Wolf of Wall Street days.
Yeah.
And to your point, Andy, yeah. I think people are forgetting that when it comes down to an actual corporation, they don't give a crap about the people it affects.
Yeah. Agreed. Tara says, what they portray well is a culture that is used to calling the bottom 10% even in the good year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is true of everything, and it's not a political statement. It's not pro or anti-capital. It is just when you have these giant companies, they have to show growth. They have to they are giant eating machines. And when they can't eat at a rate that impresses, their board and their investors, they have to cut to make those margins stay impressive. It's like the whole idea of like the speculative marketplace. there's so many people that still think when you invest in companies that you're investing in it like if you were to go give money to your nephew who wants to start a food truck, that is like, hey, I give you $100,000, we start the food truck, and if it does well, we'll split the profit. Dude, it's not even tied to the traditional like you or I making profit or loss.
Mm-hmm. Dude, yeah. Joshua said the guy escorting him out is bad at his job. He just let him take a thumb drive and then just hand it right off. Ooh.
Shut off my phone?
If I didn't do anything.
Fuck you.
Demi Moore.
Tara said, man, I've seen people walk out of with those boxes. They're literally branded as banker boxes. Oh, are they really? That's, oh. Yeah, true. It was a lot more lax.
It'll get worse before it gets better. You think?
I know. Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah. I think that's the way it is now, especially.
Just as my company wouldn't have let him box stuff up, they'd have him leave and pack it up and get it to him.
Eventually,
yeah.
I love how emotionally like unaffected he is. He's like,
I'll spend like $1,000 a day already just to keep it going.
Lieutenant Garrett says, what are Nicorettes? It's gum for smoking. To keep you from smoking.
Well, the room gone.
It's such a great scene. I love how much subtext there is here. Like, look, nothing wrong with loving your animal and taking care of her, but that little bit about $1,000 a day is like how many people can afford to drop $1,000 a day on anything, you know?
Yeah.
It's just this huge wealth, imbalance.
Well, it's a huge gap in perception, like in understanding. Like this is what we talk about when we're like, these people live in a fucking bubble. They do not have real world problems.
Yeah, he says there's a line Benny says, which doesn't get enough credit. They don't lose, always gets missed.
You're all still here for a reason. 80% of this floor was just sent home forever.
80%.
We spent the last hour saying on goodbyes. They were good people and they were good at their jobs.
VP says, I have over 40 years at my company. We joke that we were first on the layoff list because we are expensive.
This is your opportunity.
Sad, but kind of, oh God.
In every office from Hong Kong to London, same thing's happening.
Yeah, kind of awkward starting off with applause, isn't it? We just sent home 80% of the staff.
Who are standing between you and your boss's job are gone. That is your opportunity.
Like legit.
I've been with this place for 34 years. And I can tell you this is not the last time that you're going to go through this. But you are all survivors. And that is how this firm over 107 years has continued to grow strong.
But the people that they kept weren't the best.
It doesn't even matter if they were. Tara says this is not, sorry, the key now is to be average performer. Yeah.
No, and he said this is not the last time you're going to go through this. Ain't that the truth?
Do you guys think that that type of corporate rallying works anymore? I don't think it works on our generation and the generation on either side of us.
What do you mean?
Like the whole, like, oh, like when you go into corporate meetings, like when we used to work, where we used to work, I'm not gonna call out names, but we'd sit in those meetings and, the CEO's talking about, performance for
growth
the quarter and growth and how we're all part of this team. And I remember seeing like some of the older employees would be like really into it. They're like, yeah. And all of us are like, fuck, what? Like, no, it's like just no emotional investment in the company. But I do think there probably was a time where people like the company they worked for was very high up the list of things that they used to identify themselves or build their identity.
Yes, their self-worth.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Joshua said the ones who are into it are the fakest employees we got at my job.
Yeah. VP says not after I became an asset, not a person. Yeah. It's something like even my mom's realized recently, because my mom's a boomer and clearly she's all into the idea that you got to just do the work, and if you work hard, like that old idea of like, man, did you go in and try and shake their hand and get a job? Like, let them know that you raised right. That like, he's like, dude, and in her job she's come to realize that it's like there's this procession of idiots that she has to train and then like go and just work deal with.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, like I don't think this company cares about people. So like the idea of being a company man is pretty crazy.
Tara said, I would say to that, it's more of a bygone era thing. When I was coming up, the first questions in the U.S. normally would be, what firm and what desk are you on? I would go so far as to say, Lucien Gertier, not a single company cares.
Like literally, why would a company, like I wouldn't, your company is there to make money. Like when a company talks about caring, it's just PR, dude. I love when you work with companies and you're doing like, and when they start talking about like their mission statement, and everybody's got these like flowery mission statements, but every once in a while a company realizes that their mission statement doesn't really vibe with maybe the more ruthless nature of their business, and they'll walk it back and drop like keywords that they're like, we don't live up to that. Let's just change the mission.
Yeah. Terry said, as you grow older through the firm, the cultishness wears off and you see that everyone's disposable.
I remember one of my bosses was like, everybody's, everything's for sale. Everybody's disposable,
Aww.
Everybody's replaceable.
Yeah, replaceable.
Poor doggy.
It's a beautiful dog. See, and I'm the type of person who, if I had the money, I would spend $1,000 a day to keep my dog alive. But I feel like that's like a crazy ask.
It's an insane amount of money, yeah.
But you could tell Paul Bettany is not a dog person, because like if he told me, I'm like, oh, that's so sad.
You break down in tears. You'd be like, let's go see your dog.
Dude, because I'm experiencing that. Like, I've experienced that. Like, it's awful.
This actor has the thickest eyebrows. They look like a prop.
They're like caterpillars.
It's like CVS Bangers where it says Drake's eyebrows look like 2 caterpillars covered in tar. VP says I did stop talking about this. I'm getting depressed.
It's okay, VP. Seriously, I think what a lot of people outside of that industry can't relate to is if you spend nearly 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, the money spent on anything disposable becomes irrelevant. Yeah. As I'm saying, like, it's a complete separate universe.
Where are you?
Yeah, definitely.
Will? Will Emerson? Yeah, I think he's still here. Why? I need you to get Will, and then you guys.
Terry said the key metric that sadly only mattered was what's your number, i.e. bonus. Because that's how much you think about yourself. It's your worth.
I remember.
Well, our boss got axed, so technically he is our boss, and yes, that is what I want you to do. Why?
I was getting caught up in the scene. This fuckboy's like, damn, son.
Who's Will? Oh, Paul Bettany.
Yeah.
Have I ever told you how much I love your bag? Oh, really? Do you have a little dress that matches it? Yeah. If you could dance around in it like a fucking girl. Hey!
Guess what movies would never have that in it now? You bounce around it like a fucking girl.
Anthony Shack says, Siler, don't go. He's a serial killer. Do you remember his power? Did you ever watch Heroes?
Yes, a really long time. Yeah.
He initially thought he didn't have powers, but it was he could see how things work, and so he could like cut open other people's brains and steal their powers.
What?
Yeah, it was a whole fucking thing. And so the first season was phenomenal. He's working with the doctor who's tracking down these people, then with abilities, then going behind after he's met with them, killing them, stealing the abilities, and eventually they're hunting down the killer, which is him. First season of Heroes was awesome.
Terry said Bloomberg terminals. I can feel my muscle memory kicking in and nearly opened up Excel. Just kidding. I always have Excel.
Just in case. A gentleman never leaves home without it.
Terry said Paul Bettany plays this so well. His transition from blowing it off to the realization of this needs to be the top ASAP. Chef's kiss.
Monday, last Friday and Wednesday, 2 Fridays ago.
Bro.
All right, I get it.
What is Paul Bettany's position in this firm? What does he do?
Huge. Oh, huge.
Well, the losses are greater than the current value of the company.
Projected loss as well. This is just optimal. Yes.
Damn, son.
Where the fuck is it? I don't know. I tried to call these funds.
Terry says he's a senior trader.
You try his personal stuff. Yeah, I called it so.
I think it's hilarious that they're this freaked out, yet he tried to tell them twice and no one listened.
Why would they listen? That's the problem. Like, they're sitting there like, dude, this thing just keeps chugging along. To be fair, Stanley Tucci could have lit him up a little bit more. It's like, you know, like, dog, come on.
Terry said, so I would say, given he mentioned he's worked a decade, he's at the VP ED level for
Gotcha.
Paul Bettany. Yeah.
How would you go home? I don't worry this. I need you to go and get a car. Wait.
Isn't that crazy? Like, because we all use cell phones all the time, the idea of not being able to get in touch with somebody is like a panic-inducing thing.
Yes.
Whereas before, it's like probably just out to the store or some shit, you know?
Yeah. No. In a world where technology is key and you turn off people's fucking phones as soon as you fire them.
If you call a loved one or a friend before, if they didn't answer, like, oh, they're probably in the other room. Now they're like, oh my God, they're getting murdered.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
I know I'm sorry. I wouldn't call.
What's the problem?
I think you need to get back here.
What? It's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, dog.
Fucking time, Sam. I'm telling you, you need to see.
See what?
It's.
Email it to me.
Are you insane?
It's like, I ain't emailing this.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Like, they're not understanding the level of.
Well, it's like also, it's like you don't want a paper trail. When we make the decisions we're out to make, there's going to be like legal proceedings about who knew what when. Yeah.
Dude. Terry said, though, he may have transferred in at a junior level given his interaction with the guy that plays the mentalist. So for sure, director level now that I think about it. Joshua said I make 1 to 2 calls a month on purpose, and I hate doing it that often, but the thought of not being able to call freaks me out.
Yeah.
I made nearly $250,000 last year. For what? I push numbers around on a computer screen. Much of glorified crackjackers. You take that information, you pretend to understand it, and you bet it against some other jackass.
Bro, he made $250,000, and he's not even like anywhere near the higher level.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry said this seems so real. No one wants to call the managing director after 10 p.m. It's something you don't do unless it's an actual code red and you've talked it through with your peers. Yeah, like especially when he's mentioned twice now. It's 11 o'clock at night. He's like, I fucking know what time it is. I called you. Like, it's that serious. It's like I feel like that's a Peter question. He's asking me.
What should I say? It's like, well,
does it look like we have him? Like, Thanks, Terrace.
So.
Oh, Jesus. Before he leaves the building, it's escorted by fucking security.
I have nothing to do with that.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Before he leaves the building, he has his disc here, son.
Who's Peter Sullivan?
The matter is one Irish guy. But before the elevator doors are closing,
The writing in this is so good.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, Jesus, you know I can't fucking read these things. Just speak to me in English.
Basically, this kid.
Bro, the fact that he's higher up than everybody and he can't read that.
Yeah, but that's not his job.
And he
Yeah.
goes straight and off the work. I think he nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I think he figured out what Eric was missing.
Yeah.
It's not good, Sam. These here are the historical volatility index limits, which, of course, our entire trading model relies on pretty fucking heavily. Well, we're now so levered up that once it gets outside of these limits, it gets ugly in a hurry.
And how close to those numbers have we got?
Well, sir, we're beyond close. We broke through these limits 5 to 6 days in the last 2 weeks. Now, somehow we managed to stay on the right side of it for now.
For now.
Well,
Bruh.
what happens when we get on the wrong side?
Just realizing that it's just chance at this point.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
using probability.
Well, no, that the passcode was just blind luck. You know, they didn't know that there was a risk, and the only reason that they didn't get hit was just
Luck.
Yeah, and that would not be a bad day for us to start this week.
Is that figure right?
I don't know how much.
Is that figure right?
So I told his wife, he says he's not.
He's pretty crazy.
You know, worse. Where's the kids? Send them out with the dryer.
He didn't know the
What do I know? Terry said they do well at portraying the reality of simplifying complex stuff more and more the higher up the chain they go. Yeah. Terry said, I really like this film.
well, and that's why I love the final speech of this film. When you hear the CEO, it's like, bro, he's not there based on how well he understands. It's about accountability, you know. It's about instinct.
What is he doing?
It's pretty great. I mean, I'll consider it.
What a fucking fool.
What?
Pretty great, all things considered.
No, we have. Nobody's seen it. Okay.
Jordan says, are they looking to get Airedale back, or does he have something that they're looking for? They just need him back in the building.
They need him to explain what the fuck is going on.
Well, and they're very quickly transitioning to like everybody who knows about this needs to be within reach.
What year? I don't know. Last year. $750,000. Come on. What? Oh, it's not even close. More? $1 million? Yeah. Will Emerson made $2.5 million. Fuck you. Fuck you. How do you know that? You just told me. No, I asked him. Yeah, he told me. I think that's true. Yeah, probably.
Terry said they don't need him to explain. It's contagion. I'm saying containment damage. They need to be the first out the gate before the info gets it out.
So what do you think that means, Rogers? What's it? I have no idea. It's traffic. Fucking meeting right there.
I would never want to live in New York.
You're not living right, you know. You got to be rich enough to have a helicopter. You just don't want to be poor in New York.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you imagine? It's like, how do you like LA? It's like, oh, I don't like the traffic. Like, do you have traffic? I don't mind the traffic. It's like, don't you have a helicopter? It's like,
yeah.
Sam, this is separate with Peter Sullivan.
How is there still alcohol in that bottle?
He's a little baby boy taking baby sips. He's not a man yet.
Also, I think at every bar they stopped at, he got another drink.
So it's also probably
Yeah.
It's probably not the same bottle. I like the decorum of how straighten your ties, like dog.
It's you might want to get rid of the bottle, dummy.
When you tell them it's all fucked, they're gonna want to see that you're an idiot.
Like what an idiot.
So Sam, what do you have for us? They'll be here in a minute. Finding somebody with copy room this hour is a little challenge.
Okay, let's go right into the introduction. This is Sarah Robertson, the Chief Risk Management Officer. Ramesh Shah from upstairs and David Horn, one of the firm's in-house counsel.
VP says it's like a 6-shooter in Old Western. Never goes empty.
Terry said, pretty sure most of the actors took a pay cut to do the film after they read the script.
I mean, they'd have to, right? Because this was not a big budget film, and the acting talent's fucking insane.
Because that bitch fired everybody else.
Will Emerson?
Yes, please, just hurry.
I never really rated the actor from The Mentalist because I wasn't big on The Mentalist. Like, I don't like that type of
show.
Yeah, like that's just not my vibe of show. Like the kind of Sherlock Holmes-esque whatever. But then when I saw this, I'm like, this guy's a fucking good actor.
Peter here and asked me to take a look at it. Peter did. He put a few things in that Eric seemed to be missing. And this is what came out.
I don't think that's Spacey's real hair.
Shocking.
What's this revealed?
Is this your draft?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, expanding on the original reference, but yes.
What's your background?
My background?
Your CV.
Josh says, never saw Mentalist, but Psych is my all-time favorite show, so I'd probably like it. I haven't seen Psych.
This biatch.
Thesis was studying the ways that friction ratios affect steering outcomes in aeronautical use under reduced gravity loads. So you're a rocket scientist. Huh. Interesting. How did you end up here? It's all just numbers, really. Just changing what you're adding up. And to speak freely, the money here is considerably more term.
Ta-da.
I'd also like more money if you're giving out more money.
And yeah, Terrace, the reading between the lines here is the chief execs, they already knew all this, and you'll see in their interactions. They just didn't realize it was going to be put out in front of them like that.
Look, we need some time to go over this. Mr. Sullivan here seems like he knows what he's doing. So it would appear we have a problem.
Oh, thank you. What time is it? 2:16.
Yeah, Rodney,
yeah.
I don't trust any of them.
Yeah. It's such a different level of acting, and I think sometimes we tolerate so little from actors in like what are popular films. It's so hard to build like that type of rapport, that type of subtextual shorthand where you're like, you know, what do these actors feel about one another in the scene?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Weeks. Yeah, weeks. But you certainly know that our business is selling and buying. Doesn't work for very long without both components. We suddenly stop buying for a day or two. That's not something you can hide under the rug. That gets out. And when it does, this whole thing comes to an end and right quick.
Yes. The timeline is a huge thing.
Yes. How many traders do we have?
Jared, if I look at this more closely, it is these VAR numbers that are setting this thing off.
Excuse me.
I like it because it's very clear that
he's having a fucking meltdown.
Well, no, yeah.
Bro.
It's only a matter of time before someone else starts putting
It's now like who's gonna cover their ass?
Who's gonna take the fall for it? Yes.
Yeah.
And Sarah, what value would you allow to be placed on those assets that aren't on the books if they had to?
Why would they still be on the books?
Because suddenly nobody wants to fucking buy it.
Fuck you, Sam. Will you give me a fucking break?
Excuse me, Jared.
Without an active market, it would take weeks or months for me to come up with an accurate value on them. You'd have to go block by block.
Yeah, look, Jared, it's a very simple business, right? We talked about
Sam.
Bro.
Will, Peter, and
Seth.
thank you. Seth, could you please?
Yeah,
shift
because
the
they're all
phone?
throwing fucking shade back and forth of like who's going to take the responsibility for the fact that we still have this.
And Eric, yeah. Can it really be possible that we don't know where Eric is?
He reminds me of Dennis.
Yeah.
We don't know where Eric Dale
Yeah,
is.
no, he said, could it be possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, could it be possible that we don't know where the fuck Eric Dale is? Yes. And yeah, Terry says, what the fuck is his name? Always gets me. Yeah. And what's up, King of Mantis? Yeah, thanks for the $5 super chat. He said, I would like to see a corporate drama within a RoboCop's OCP corporate as the sales focus.
That feels
Sole
like
focus,
a
sorry.
perfect like Adult Swim style sketch.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Bro, they let it slip in front of them that he was like, I told you about this a fucking year
Mhm.
ago.
What are they talking about here?
I like that despite them all on some level understanding that what's about to happen, there's still this like sizing up and envy and
People stop buying what
Yeah.
they're selling.
You cannot be doing what you're thinking about doing.
Well, I don't see any other choice.
What does that mean? We don't have a choice. Fuck you. You don't have a
Oh,
choice.
it's me? Did you even look at the numbers yet?
Yeah, but what do I know?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Copper. These numbers, they don't add up. 1 and 1 no longer makes 2.
Look, if I may, I would much
Jared,
rather.
we can't tell
I
you.
like that he's trying to get more time.
We have talked about
We
And,
need a little more
The dude from Mentalist is like, bro, there's no more time. We're past this, you know?
Mm-hmm. He said, need more time. He's like, okay, you got 45 fucking minutes. Oh my gosh. Terry said Bethany's loyalties are interesting here. Well, the loyalty bit anyway. He's loyal to his to Kevin Spacey, but understands he won't rise up because you need the sociopathic streak Mr. Mentalist has. Yeah.
That's what I love about this film. It's like they're coming from all angles, you know?
They need to call him.
Isn't that's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as
Are you gonna call him?
that's the thing.
I
When
love
they
how
were
he
talking about
contemplates
yeah.
as if he's
Well, that's why he left the
Yeah.
room. He had already made up the mind. Like, he knows what you have to do.
Yeah.
Because he's ruthless.
and now he's covering his own fucking ass.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't already obvious, Kevin Spacey and Demi Moore are colluding throughout the entire thing because they'd already had a conversation about it a year ago.
Well, and now it's a fuck situation. Whoever comes with the solution, whether it's really good or not, is going to get credit for mitigating.
Yeah. Yeah. It shows you even in the finance world, it has its own murky shades of gray. 100%.
What you doing? Just like to feel alive.
So, if you and the people experience when they stand on the edge like this isn't a fear of falling. It's a fear that they might chill.
Well, that's very deep and depressing.
I'm a little dark sometimes.
Deep and depressing.
Well, yeah, fucking.
Absolutely psychotic.
Hey!
I'm a little dark sometimes ever since I got the MCU role. Yep.
You watch.
Yeah.
Hey, God, it's impossible, but they'll figure a way. I've been in this company for 10 years, and I've seen things you wouldn't believe. When all is said and
Oh,
done,
shit, sorry.
they do not lose money. They don't mind if everybody else does. But they don't lose.
There.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's GameStop all over again.
Well, you really make $2.5 million last year? Sure.
Where's this obsession?
How'd you spend it all? That's quite quickly. You know, you don't spend what's in your pocket. $2.5 million goes quickly. All right, let's see. So the tax man takes half up front, so you're left with 1.25. My mortgage takes another 300 grand. I send 150 home for my parents, you know, keep me going. What's that? 800. All right, 800. Spend 150 on a car. That's 75 on restaurants, probably 50 on clothes. I put 400 away for a rainy day. Smart. Yeah, as it turns out, because it looks like the storm's coming.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, I did spend $76,520 on hookers, booze, and dances. But mainly hookers. 76.5. I was a little shocked initially, but then I realized I could claim most of it back as extreme.
No way.
What's that Trump thing? He's like, because I'm smart when they're talking about the taxes.
And that's what you're talking about, Andy. Be rich enough to have a helicopter.
Yeah.
VP says I would not be anywhere near a roof if I were them. Just saying.
43.
Yep, here we go. Because Jeremy Irons is about to step into the room. You just stepped out of the Matrix.
Dude, the blocking on that is amazing.
No, you should say.
So?
It's legit. Kid killed it. Money's worthless.
What does that mean?
It's broken.
There are $8 trillion of paper around the world relying on that equation.
Well, we were wrong.
No, you mean?
You were wrong.
Yeah.
Get me started. We discussed this.
I'm heading for the count. So I want you to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
So look at the camera work here.
Yeah, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to be liable. Like, leave me out of it.
By putting him to the left, it creates this off balance that really demonstrates his mental state. And then the back and forth between them, showing that this is the type of stuff that when we talk about like good films,
Mm-hmm.
and then people throw some like slop on through, like, but I like this one. It's like, yeah, you can like it, but it's not a good film. This is like actual cinematography, film work, the skill of making
Knowing
movies.
that the framing is supposed to convey emotion.
Yeah. Another, yeah.
You're seeing they're sizing each other up. Joshua Wax says hookers, booze, and dancers, that's just being awful with money. He could have gotten the hookers to dance, maybe even at no extra cost. Yep.
And see how now they're both to the one side as they've come to an agreement.
Terry said that brief line from The Mentalist is the only bit of weakness he portrays in the entire film, just before Jeremy Irons arrives.
Yep.
Yeah. Ronnie said, I'd be running out of the building saying, I don't know shit.
Where's Sam? I don't know. You sure you want to look? Yes.
I love that.
Those two children. Oh.
The wardrobe for this is actually quite spot on.
What do you mean?
The highest guy here has a 3-pocketed suit, you know, which is like just, it's a nicer suit. And the kid who was making like 250s wearing like the most basic version of just like a whatever
Suit and
suit.
tie, yeah.
But then you see like Paul Bettany's character, like he's wearing a waistcoat underneath. And so you start to see like if you
the
know
levels
like
of
well, if you start to like understand when you've worked around people who wear suits, you know that these are certain choices that people make that are very fitting for
well, it tells you what level they are.
well, it's just also people what they think of themselves and what they're projecting, you know. Like a 3-piece suit is it's like a more old classic type thing. It really conveys what like Paul Bettany thinks about himself while at the same time acknowledging his own inadequacies.
Please sit down.
Can you imagine if you were just watching this raw and you're like, oh fuck, you know?
I love how
walks in like
also it's clearly like what 4 a.m. and they all are dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
That is still built under the bridge. So, why doesn't somebody tell me what they think is going on?
Mr. Tulva, as I mentioned earlier, if you compare the figure at the top of page 13.
Zachary, this is a medical. I'm just speaking thing. But I'd like to speak to the guy who put this together. Mr. Sullivan, is it?
Yeah, Terry said I vividly remember the bollocksing that I witnessed for people not wearing ties.
That would be Peter Sullivan right here.
Oh, Mr. Sullivan, you're here. Good morning.
Yeah, Terry's right. By the way, one of the greatest scenes ever made.
And please, speak as you might to a young child or a golden retriever. It wasn't brains that got me here, I'm sure you're that.
It's so crazy how charming he is, but like as
he's
the scene
charismatic.
unwinds, you see how detached he is from the decisions being made.
He makes the hard choices. What's up, Dragon Master? Thank
How
you
you
so
doing?
much for the $3 super sticker.
Check what it is on the live stream.
Pear,
Thumbs up here. Thank you so much, Ryan Mysterio. Hope you're doing well. We're watching Margin Call. Have you seen it?
Jeremy Irons didn't actually graduate, but he studied a few Etonian bankers for this, and that's why he wears the gold singlet ring. Really? Ronnie, no, he's not admitting to sleeping his way to the top.
And so that challenge is what we have to hold.
Dude, the subtle nose rub.
How do you think I got these sniffles?
So that has allowed us to push the leverage considerably beyond what you might be willing or allowed to do in any other circumstance, thereby pushing the risk profile without raising any red flags.
Now, thank you, sir. Sit down. What I'm guessing your report here says, and I can give you some notes. What I'm guessing it says is that, considering the, shall we say, bumpy road we've been on,
Mm-hmm. Dialogue is so good.
the figures your brilliant co-workers on the line ahead of you come up with don't make much sense anymore, considering what's taking place today.
Actually, not what's taking place, what's already taken place over the last 2 weeks.
So you're saying
This
has
is-
already happened?
Bro, the uncovering of like what's actually been going on that hasn't been told him
The
is
tension of this
And
unraveling. Yeah.
so then what does your model say that means for us here?
Well, that's where it becomes a projection. But
But look at the tension here.
I know when they go to them because he looks over there too,
They're mean mugging
Yeah.
him.
if those assets decrease by just
and how he looks at them.
10% and remain on our books, that loss would be greater than the current market capitalization of this entire company.
Bruh.
So, what you're telling me,
Yeah, give me all the anxiety.
music is about stuff, and we're going to be left holding the biggest bag of odorous excrement ever assembled in the history of capitalism.
No.
Sir, I'm not sure that I would put it that way, but let me clarify, using your analogy, what this model shows, the music, so to speak, just slowing. If the music were to stop, as you put it, then this model wouldn't be even close to that scenario. It would be considerably worse.
So with it slowing, it's still larger than their market cap.
Yeah, like they're.
Do you
It's an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah.
why I'm in the show you all, I mean, why I've earned the big
There's this nose rub.
Bro, this is so.
Yeah.
This is like.
I'm here for one reason alone. I'm here to guess what the music might do a week, a month, a year from now. That's it. Nothing more.
Does he really?
I'm afraid I don't hear.
Because he's just supposed to make executive decisions to make sure that they come out on top, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lines.
He's calculating how much trouble he's about to be in, you know.
Well, and how much risk can they take?
Well, it's like not even risk anymore. It's just repercussions. But yeah.
So, now you know music stop. What do we do about it? Go. Use rocks. I'm afraid I think this is where you're supposed to step. Lord knows we've relied enough on this.
Joshua Wax said so in the 90s Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie when Donald Sutherland's character was saying when the music stops, the rest is silent. That was just corporate speak.
Just corporate jargon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have I told you since the first day you stepped in my life?
Just getting ahead of the situation for anyone else. Yeah, exactly.
First, be smarter or cheat. I don't cheat. And although I like to think we have some pretty smart people in this building, it sure is a hell of a lot easier to just cheat first.
No, don't cheat.
So it all.
Is that possible?
Not even possible, sir. Yes, but at what cost? I'll have to pay.
Bro, this exchange is so amazing.
My favorite.
So, where is this going to come back to us? Sam, I don't think you seem to understand what your boy has just said. If I made you, how would you do this?
I love how he clarifies, if I made you, how would you?
Yeah.
What do you call the traders in for the normal 6:30 meeting? And to be honest with you, because they're going to know it's the end either way. They're going to have to throw them a phone and a big. And then you've got to come out of the gate storming. No swaps, no nothing.
It's actually called a fire sale, yeah.
By 11 o'clock, all your trades have to be gone because by lunchtime, word's going to be out. And by 2 o'clock, you're going to be selling at 65.
What's up, Pep Brett? Yeah, it's like Goldman Sachs or...
Yeah, Terrace was saying that like it's probably like an amalgamation of a bunch of the different... Yeah, like it's based on a few of the big companies at the time.
We managed to pull that off.
Because this is what they did.
The real question is,
I love this line. Bruh.
Who else will buy it?
But John, if you do this, you will kill the market for years. It's over.
I love his nod.
I love this reframing.
We are selling to willing buyers at the current fair market price, so that we
May survive.
You will never sell anything to any of those people ever again.
I understand.
Do you?
Do you?
Bruh.
Bro, this is my favorite fucking scene.
I'm telling you, this is it.
Yes.
Yeah, VP. Reframing?
That's 4 o'clock. Jared, you got till 5. We'll wait for stuff on that plan. Is there anybody else who knows?
Pepper said, wouldn't they normally have to have their own product on the books?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Tara says they do have these products on their books, and they need to get them off them ASAP.
Oh, no. Yes, definitely got it there.
In all honesty, I don't understand investment banking, so. Pepper, your question has to be answered by Terrace or Andy.
I don't know. That's Tara's question.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, yeah, like Terrace will know. From what I understand, Anthony Shai says is bad mortgages. That was a part of it, but they were selling the insurance on the mortgages. And so when you put money on the mortgage, like, you know, the investments hedge, like, oh, it'll be fine. You pay these, like, you know, insurance policies, you know, which most of the time is fine because people usually pay their mortgage.
Yeah. So Terry said the product here are packaged mortgages backed securities, which are worthless, but the market doesn't realize it. So they need to sell them before the market realizes what's going on. The market equals the other major banks.
Yeah.
Most of us aren't going to make it out of this one. The street.
People.
This isn't the last situation I'm going to have to deal with this week. This is just the start. It's the start because you're starting.
No.
Not this time. I mean, the numbers, they just don't add up. I agree with you there. I've been saying that for years. But if this kid out there can come up with this, then I just don't think I can walk in there.
You saw. You're panicking.
He had every right to panic, though.
First out of the door. That's not cold panic.
Well, you're obviously operating with more information than I have.
Did people go to jail?
But I think this will just.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
No one will ever trust you. No.
Yeah, Terrence. Yeah. Did anyone go to jail? I don't think so. But did literally one guy take the fall? Which would make absolutely no sense if it was one person. That's silly. Yeah, I have no idea. Because it was so many banks.
Pepper says the janitor. Like, I love that image of like, we got him. We got the fucker behind this. And he was like 12 hours ago, I was cleaning bathrooms. He's calling his wife. They just promoted me to VP. Can you believe it? It's like, get out of the building. You're the fall guy. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, the janitor was played by Matt Damon. There's the janitor.
They're like, how would you like a promotion?
So what's the strategy here?
Are they serious?
No, not you and I with Don.
Shut up.
I'm not sure that we need one, Sarah. That's not the way I do things. So he knows what it's doing. It's all
Exactly my point. And knowing what was discussed by both you and I, providing you with anything other than a false sense of comfort.
I'm not looking for this sense of comfort this year.
Mm.
I think it's going to be found.
Do you think at this point he knows he's in control of the situation because she's panicking? And
Yeah, they're one.
like the look he gave when she spoke in front of the janitor, it was like, you idiot, what are you doing?
None with you.
I'm just not sure there's much more to do on this.
It's very simple. Don't even think about fucking me.
Yeah, like, is she not understanding?
You damn well know that we're together.
He's like, I called him. So, yeah.
I'm not sure that I did that.
Such a good comeback.
That's what I'm saying. He
she's like-
specifically separated himself from her.
She's like, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Tears. I like to think this is how we operate the channel in Discord. Ew.
What do you think home made like?
What is this kid's deal?
Yeah.
86 million. Bonus is in salary. So it's public record. It was more than Billy.
What?
Over there.
Really?
We'll see.
my guy, my poor guy, is not going to be part of the 3 comma club, and that makes me very sad.
Yes, Anthony Shaggs. It seems like he has a weird fascination and obsession with money. Would you answer the phone?
Gots to.
Hello, Will Anderson. Hello. Right. No, thank you. I understand. No, we'll be discreet. Thank you. What? Eric's wife. He's alive, he's home, doesn't want to speak to us, and he doesn't know that you're in. Where do you live? Heights. Cycle Tools guy.
No. It's Eric. The last thing we need is those guys going over there. Now, you two go get him. Try to bring him here. We've got to be back by 6 a.m.
Kira said Pim Badgley, oblivious to what's to come. Bettany's character has gone through this once, I think, and Spacey's multiple times.
Of course.
And I think she realizes she screwed herself by firing him to begin with.
She knows that it's going to come back that she's the one. Like, it was going to be fucked no matter what, but she's so easily going to take the fall for this.
Sam on board?
Not yet. Sarah, I need a head. Each of the traders on the floor on the ball.
Is it me or Cohen?
It's you.
I love how just blatant he is. It's you.
That's what they signed up for.
Yeah.
I mean, they all know the game. You're in the game now. Like, this is...
Of course, you're well aware that I put in several warnings to you and Cohen about this a year ago.
I really don't think that's the best part.
We need you to be on message.
Yeah. You might want to. Yeah.
Obviously, it is quite complicated.
John, I was told under no uncertain terms it was
Always a very gray area.
actually it was made very clear at the time by you, me, and Cohen.
I really appreciate it if you didn't fight me on it.
And yeah, she's the head of risk management. You kind of would be the one who takes the fall. But yes, Terrace, it's kind of like that, but she's the head of risk in that world. You know, you're in the weird zone of having to allow deals to be made, but also being the fall guy if something goes wrong. I feel like she knows there's no winning.
I understand.
Don't go over the numbers with you downstairs.
There's certain positions in a company that, like, bro, like, you just need to. I mean, it's same as like marketing people get fucking churned and burned, like,
Constantly.
every time. Like, it's just,
What's up, Darstad? He says, next question. How much are you giving me to walk away with this?
yeah, a lot.
What's the boy wonder one? Yeah, man.
They called him Boy Wonder.
Yeah, no, long thing. All right. Tell them I have concerns that Sam may not be willing to step up and do the right thing. This has never been a problem. No, it hasn't. But sometimes in acute situations such as this, often what is right can take on multiple interpretations.
So they want Paul Bettany.
Oh, I know he will.
If he doesn't play ball, yeah.
Yeah,
For him to
to
step
fix
in.
it. Yeah.
If he doesn't, you need to know that you will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You need to know that I will what? That you'll
Step up.
I have no doubt that Sam will make the right decision, but just to make it clear, he and I have always had the same interpretation of what's right. No matter how acute the situation.
That's the thing. They're all scumbags, but that's like, a decent amount of loyalty and integrity, you know.
Terry said there's a reason why there's so many layers of bureaucracy. You're able to distance yourself from what's going on from a liability perspective.
Yeah.
And yes, that interaction was so good. Darcy said, "I've seen so many VPs and C-suite folks take the fall regardless of how much of it was their fault. Some of it just is optics." Yeah.
In Mythic Quest, I forget his name, but Abed from Community, he's I think he's the CFO, or like, I'm pretty sure I don't know if they have a CFO, but I'm pretty sure he is like he's the numbers guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if he actually had a C title or whatever, but they fuck shit up. And somebody's got to take the fall, and he's like excited because he's like, it's going to help my street cred so much.
Terrace.
I was actually thinking that, like, have you seen the dudes and they have like 6 screens?
Yeah,
like,
Terrace's most unrealistic bit about this film was most desks have about 3 screens minimum.
Would you like that office?
What do you mean?
I feel like I hate heights so much. I feel like that would actually make me dizzy.
You're a big
like I would never be able to get near the window. Like I would feel the call to the void and feel like I'm gonna go out it.
You're ridiculous. Think she's just contemplating life and how she fucked herself over.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, there aren't any windows. Yeah. That open.
Yeah.
I think even if it wasn't a certainty, her reaction proved that it was the right call, because the other guy's ruthless. You need ruthless guys. She's too slow. And they like you said, they all fucked it up. Now it's about how fucking ruthlessly can we like cut off the necrotic bits. Yeah. Everybody's gonna take a bath on this, but there's a amount of risk, or there's an amount that we can lose and still come out on top, because it's a comparable. It's not an outright, good or bad outcome. It's like we just want the best possible outcome for us. And she and the other guy were just way too slow trying to even rationalize it.
And it wasn't. Don't touch any of the buttons.
Don't touch any of the buttons.
I can't imagine having an Aston Martin in a city where you have to fucking like be in traffic. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't want a car at all, let alone.
So Peter finished the model you were working on. Really?
Mm-hmm.
What's the shitstorm? I bet it did. You think he's right? I know he's right.
So we'll give you a large payout if you come back to the office with us.
Jared Cohen called an emergency meeting with the senior partners last night. And based on your findings, they decided to liquidate our entire position. Today.
Tarsus said, "Seen too many Top Gear episodes in crowded cities to want a supercar there." Exactly, dude.
They're worried about you being out here and they won't let you bring you back. Just saying. Don't be rash.
Don't be rash.
I don't think you realize how much they're going to pay you.
Yeah, I don't think you realize what we're saying here.
You know, I built a bridge once. Sorry, a bridge. I was an engineer by trade. We went from Dillsboro, Ohio to Moundsville, West Virginia. Spanned 912 feet above the Ohio River. 12,100 people using this every day.
and it cut out 35 miles.
Terry said Spacey says the line no swaps outgoing only. This refers to no derivatives, i.e. relying on other banks. So just pure selling of the product out the door and off the books, full liquidation. Terry's engineer by trade A cries.
920,000 miles a year. Now, I completed that project in 1986. That's 22 years ago. So over the life of that one bridge, that's 6,708,240,000.
Who does math like this?
I love this scene because he's clearly, it's not that he's thinking it through right now, it's that he's thought about it, and it shows, much like the rocket scientist kid, it's like the money brings a lot of very intelligent people in, but I think a lot of people probably don't feel like they're doing anything of value.
Utilizing,
So he's clearly mulled this over, like, what am I doing with my life? I used to build things. And so it's like, you know, you have people who become company men thinking they're building into the legacy of a company. And then when that's not part of it, you're like, well, what did I build? And then when the company's about to go kaput, you're like, did it even matter at all?
Yeah. Darcy said that's the problem with engineers. They design something that works and get cocky. He's really not going to go in. I forgot about that.
It's not a choice.
What do you mean?
Now, this was the nicety,
You don't have a... Yeah.
So come back, take the money, you'll be on the fire. Otherwise, you're going to punch out everything, you're going to punch out your package, your options, everything. Be smart.
And non-confrontational, because it's not worth it. He's such a... Is he serious?
Well, you're a better man than me.
I love this.
It's always been true.
Yes, it has. House looks good.
Thanks.
Hey, Eric. Don't beat yourself up too much about this stuff, all right? Some people like driving the long way home. With a fucking on it, right?
So the acting really is so good in this.
Yeah. Terry said, this is very real. I remember getting the email saying a senior exec as left to seek new opportunities, i.e. he got the nice exit. Bruh.
There he is.
Mm-mm.
John, how's it looking?
Colin's done a nice job. Good work.
What does that mean?
It means, as you very well know, you're a very important piece of this puzzle.
Tarsa says, no dividers. What do they do? Compare sizes all day? I think the no dividers is a reminder that these are animals. We're not dealing with civilized people.
Assuming that's a number.
Somebody memed this clip of dude told pulling a PSA grade 10 Charizard for Spacey's character instead of a post-it. That would be so funny.
Well, a gift. I need to know you're with me.
I knew it had a number on it. Yeah.
I'm with the firm. I will get what I need from your boys on patrol unless they believe. Unless they believe in you completely.
God.
He's like, bro, I need you to believe this.
Can't have reservations.
We're doing this with or without you.
I'm completely with the firm as I always have been.
He must feel like he's apt. I mean, like you're betraying every bit of decency. Yeah.
Oh, dude, even that scene conveys so much of like the turmoil, the like he's going through it, trying to have to go to each person to make sure that they're on the same page. Because if this does not go off without a hitch, it could be catastrophic.
Do you think he is the CEO, chat? Do you think that he's sitting there being like, why am I having to convince? Like, we all know what we fucking signed up for.
Yeah.
Like,
And not even that, I just gave you a huge fucking number of money that I'm going to throw at you. Like, get it together. VP, same. I'm the worst with fucking names. I had to think when they said Sam, I was like, who the fuck's Sam?
This line's so good.
Yeah.
You're just in the wrong farm at the wrong time. The young guys are always the first to get cowed. Listen, nothing I'm going to say is going to make you feel any better. It's just going to suck for a while, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah, he obviously is going to have to seek new employment.
Well, there's not going to be any new employment. Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry this is happening to you.
No, but you didn't do it to me.
Still, at least you can have some nice cash to walk away with.
Yes. Yeah, this is really going to affect people.
Yeah, it's going to affect people like me.
People like me.
Listen, if you really want to do this with your life, you have to believe you're necessary, and you are. People want to live like this in their cars, their big fucking houses they can't even pay for. Then you're necessary. The only reason that they don't get to continue living like kings is because we got our fingers on the scales in their favor. I take my hand off when then the whole world gets really fucking fair, really fucking quickly, and nobody actually wants that. They say they do, but they don't.
So fucking
we have to give them, but they also want to,
play innocent.
We pretend they have no idea where it came from. Well, that's what fuck something I'm willing to swallow some fuck. Fuck normal people. You know, the funny thing is, tomorrow, if all of this goes tits up, they're going to crucify us for being too reckless. But if we're wrong, and everything gets back on track, well, then the same people are going to laugh till they piss their pants because we're going to look like the biggest pussies God ever left through the door.
Terry said, I don't think they use the word company once this film. Firm is very accurate to how it's referred to internally. Yeah. Nah, they're all fucked. Yeah.
Josh says another crucifixion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a great scene, Darius.
Good morning. Peter. One more? That's good.
That's good. I don't much either. Yeah, I'm glad to see that they're handling this like a family. Yeah. The fact that he's just now realizing this. Bro, Andy, he said, are we getting fired today? He said, probably. He said, are you getting fired? He's like, well, they probably won't call it that, but it'll be a mercy killing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Well, but you always seem like a nice person. He is a nice person. If you could say worse things about a guy. Does he know what's about to happen? What do you mean? You talk to him.
No.
No, I haven't. They're all coming in now. Yes, they are.
PP says, just like when I can quote Star Wars A New Hope start to finish, props to you.
No, not you.
I think they're all just, it's finally setting in like how real it is.
It's like the big game, dog. Feeling a little like you got a little rumbly tumbly, you know.
Yeah. The right thing to do, irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. Kiyame says, I'm glad they're handling this like a family.
Mm-hmm. But they all look so fucking depressed. One, because they're about to do this to, like, civilization. But two, they're all losing their job.
You gotta go sell, like...
Oh.
This scene reminds me of, there's this film with James McAvoy where he's a detective. I think it's called like Dirtbag, or I can't remember what it's called, but he's in the bathroom just like freaking out. What is that called?
Yes, the money obsessed guy's having a multi-melt.
Maybe it's called Filth or something.
Pulled together. Tara said you need to sell to people you've built client relationships with over a decade or more, knowing it's going to kill their company. Yeah, Tara said I do not miss having to be baby-faced every day. Pepperette said, how big is this firm? Like, is this a Lehman Brothers? Like, I think it's an amalgamation of like Lehman Brothers, Goldman Sachs, that type of shit.
It's definitely on that size, Pep. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's like, that's sad?
Yes. Because I'm assuming this is not like... But you can also tell how fucking cold these fucking people are.
Mm-hmm. His reactions, everybody, is so awesome. Like, borderline sociopathic.
Yes. How do you think they got him to come in?
Oh, a shit ton of money.
Going down.
Well, it's the idea of you're a better man than I, but he ends up there. Like, at the end of the day, they all sold out for the money. You know, they're not. I mean, that's the deal they made.
Joshua Wax. How come when I shave topless in the work bathroom, HR gets called in?
Mm-hmm. Depends on the job. If you're a finance pro on Wall Street, you might get away with it. If you know, like if you work at like Chick-fil-A, probably not gonna be cool. If you work at daycare, you're probably getting arrested.
Andy.
Yeah.
An hour. An hour.
Do you think he's angling when he says like that? And when they're like, we'll give you that an hour, and he goes, will there be overtime? Time and a half, or 2?
Terry said for our 10K sub celebration, we'll be calling 10% of our followers. No, she's full of shit.
At the time, it didn't seem like there was much of a choice.
Do you feel like she, at this point, they're both contemplating their lives and she's just thinking about all the like bad choices she made?
I think it's just before there was a sense of, even when he left and told her to fuck off or whatever, there was a sense of maneuvering who was going to come out on top. And not only do they both know neither is coming out on top, but there's really not going to be a top because the whole thing's collapsing and I think they're finally maybe recognizing the human side of it.
Okay, Mantis said, would Stanley Tucci's character be like in line for a golden parachute, or is he way too low in the company? The package he got seemed minimal.
I think he was getting a pretty sweet payout just from being fired regardless.
Now I'm supposed to read this statement to you all here, but why don't you just read it?
I'm pretty sure just his severance package was a lot to begin with.
I've been here
and homie, how's $176,000 an hour low, minimal? So they paid him just to come back in.
That was on top of his already just for today to not do anything crazy,
not to be in the public,
not to be posted on Facebook or whatever was out at the time.
Yeah.
It's going to be considerable turmoil in the markets.
Remember the bonuses they get offered?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Something massive.
It is better that this turmoil begin with us. As a result, the firm has decided to liquidate its majority position of fixed income MBS today. These are your packets. You will see what accounts you're responsible for today. I'm sure it hasn't taken you long to understand the implications of this sale on your relationships with your counterparties and as a result on your careers. I have expressed this.
Yeah, Terrace, he said the hush money is negligible in the context of the entire market cap at risk of the company.
As a result, if you achieve a 93% sale of your assets, you will receive a $1.4 million one-off bonus. If the floor as a whole achieves a 93% sale, you will get an additional $1.3 million apiece. For those of you who've never been through this before, this is what the beginning of a fire sale looks like. I cannot begin to tell you how important the first hour and a half is going to be. I want you to get every bite you can find. Dealers, brokers, clients, your mother if she's fine. And no swaps. It's outgoing only today.
Bruh.
Obviously, this is not going down the way that any of us would have hoped, but
Lieutenant Garatina, yes, they can 100% afford.
Yeah, it's like $2.5 million, and there's 60 people, so that's like like 120, 150 or something, all in, just to get this shit off the books.
Don't they have like $1 trillion market cap or something like that?
They said earlier that there's $8 trillion in circulation based on that thing. So like that's not theirs. That's just the industry. Yeah. I mean, dude, you're talking crazy billions, you know.
I cannot promise that any of you, all of you, some of you will be repositioned within the firm. But I can tell you I'm very proud of what you've done.
Because that's the other thing. You won't be able to get another job somewhere else.
And I can tell you from experience that people are going to say some very nasty things about what you did here today and about what you've dedicated a portion of your lives. But have faith that in the bigger picture, our skills have not been wasted. We have accomplished much. And our talents have been used.
Yes, Terrace. Spacey's acting here is so good. He breaks, then fakes his speech to get them fired up again, but it's hollow. I think more so the motivation is when he's like the $1.3 million they get.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the greater good.
For the greater good, yeah.
But not even that, Lieutenant Garatina, the fact that they said the CEO got $86 million last year for his salary, they can 100% afford that for the salespeople.
Hey, it's Lewis.
Oh yeah, how are you?
I'm all right. How's the summer strike?
Busting my ass as always.
See, that's what I tried to tell you, Joe. Why did you think I'm single?
I know you did. What can I do for you?
Listen, I just got the tap on my shoulder, and we've got some risk over here that we need to move. So today it looks like my loss is your gain.
What kind of size you talking?
Should be on your screen. I just sent it.
I didn't realize he was one of the brokers.
96 on the dollar.
91.
All three were done at 94.
93 and a half.
Done.
So you have to make it seem like you're bargaining.
Well, they're looking at
I mean, yeah, you can't just be like, how much can I give you? Yeah.
anything. All I know is that today my loss is you're getting. Now you're a friendly, so I'm coming to you first. I got
The descent of these conversations is amazing.
Yeah.
Where's it from?
Where's it from? If you care.
No, not really. Now, where's the trick? I'm hearing things
Alexis,
that you guys are
I'm
scared
only
of.
sharing this with you right now. 85.
So we're already down to 85. Bruh. Terry said a lot of that salary would have been in stock, hence when Will said he's worth $1 billion, but not for much longer. This explains why it's tied to the company.
Meryl,
Yeah.
Lawrence.
what the fuck are you guys doing over there?
It's 3 o'clock.
That is not what I'm hearing.
All right, Lawrence. Are you a buyer?
I'm not sure anymore. Where at?
Well, it sounds like I should be asking you where.
What are we talking about here?
375 minute 30-year mix. Are you with me on this?
63 cents.
Oh, fuck you. I'm hanging out.
63.
It's so funny because even as they're all realizing something's not right, there's still the desire to buy and just
to see if you can finesse.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Where are we? 63 cents. On what? 375 mix 30.
Give it 65 and hit it.
Are you fucking kidding me? What is that? It's a $131 million loss on a single trade.
I understand. Hit it.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god.
Lawrence, we're still a killer 65.
It's filled.
Damn, son. Terry says the market here is very quickly catching up. So essentially, Will and traders are having to do a lot of sweetheart deals plus smoke and mirrors before people catch on. The term cotton on is a term.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck cotton on. That's definitely not American then. Did they get to 93%?
Sounds like it.
That's why you get heads up. They're going to start sending a few people home now.
Terry said, I know so many douchebags that love saying that Phil to kill line on the floor.
And these guys says they do a good job keeping the tension up. Yeah, like it's why, despite there not being any, it's just the whole thing keeps moving. Oh my gosh.
They need to bring in the warthog. We all know the problem with the film.
That's one of my favorite episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's so many great, so offensive, but amazing lines. Like when he asked Charlie, he goes, Charlie, find out why there's so many women minorities working here. And did I do your job? Did I do your job? We got to cut the crust off this shit sandwich. Even the way he answers the phone, the warthog.
Why is he pissed? I missed it.
They're sending people home.
So they just sent them home.
He doesn't want to stay. And he thought that he was sure that he was going to also be fired because he doesn't want to be a part of this, So he's like, he'll get his package, he'll get the fuck out. But he's obviously disgusted,
Mm-hmm. Please sit. Congratulations, it's clearly in order. You did a hell of a job. I thank you for it. Come on, sit. Excuse me, breathe. It's been a long day. Can I get you something? No, nothing.
You can tell he's fucking worked up.
Yeah.
So, what can I do for you?
I want out. I'm done. I want out.
Okay, so literally what you said, he's pissed because they didn't say he could go.
I need you to release my options.
Jared said that they were keeping it.
I want my bonus. I'm out.
You'll get your bonus, your options, and keep your contacts. I need you to stay with me for the next 24 months. Okay?
Why?
Optics, bro.
You did some good things.
24 months?
No. Einstein's feel a little better about something. You're one of the luckiest guys in the world.
Oh, shit.
And if I had it, it's
trying to feel better about this whole thing.
He's like so unimpressed.
So you think we might have put two people on business today?
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing that every day for almost 40 years now. And this is all and all, and so is everything out there.
Yeah.
There's your nose.
It's made up. Pieces of paper with pictures on it, so we don't have to kill each other just to get something to eat. It's not wrong. And it's certainly no good for 1837, 1797, 1819, 37, 57, 84, 1901, 47, 29, 1937, 1974, 1987. Jesus, didn't that fuck about me up good? 2000 and whatever we want to call this. It's all just the same thing over and over. We can't help ourselves.
Did the market crash every single one of those times?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Slowly. Stop it or even slowly. Or even ever so slightly or you just react.
It's just who will come out on top and who will drown underneath it.
It's not even. It's just the process of creating wealth. It's like, again, to quote It's Always Sunny, when Charlie says, "What do we make?" He goes, "It's like, what do you mean? What do you make?" He's like, "What do we create?" He goes, "We create wealth." Like, what are you talking about? There's no product. There's nothing. It's conceptual.
Shaq said, "Isn't that how Soros made his billions?" Probably.
I think Soros, didn't he make his money shorting stuff? Or no, betting against currency, I think.
I'll do it, John, not because you don't speak. But because I need the money. Hard to believe it, but I'll reach you.
He broke the Bank of England, bust Barings Bank in the UK.
Yeah, I knew it was something to do with like currency or whatever.
It's all hands on deck now, son.
Who? The one who did the...
Yeah.
What about the one that was crying in the bathroom? I'm assuming he was getting let go.
Yeah, like he's replaceable.
Yeah. Tara said that's more of a singular trade impacting a central bank. This is a lot more globally systemic. I don't know why I can't say that. Oh, he's burying the dog. Look at that symbolism, people. He just said he could have been digging ditches. He's like,
it's something. I don't know if it's symbolism. He's digging a literal hole. He's like symbolism. It's like, oh.
They were just talking about digging ditches, and there he is digging a hole.
Yeah, he's digging a hole in the ground, so he's saying to show for it.
Yeah,
about to put his dog in that thing.
Right in, is that his front yard? No, it's his backyard. But
no, it looks like the front.
I think that's the front.
Oh, maybe.
His wife's probably, what the fuck are you doing?
Where have you been?
Yeah.
Honey, I just collapsed the market, and by the way, the dog's dead.
Yeah. She called the police without even looking to see who it was. Bro. She called the police because she's like, there's no way Sam's the one who's out there digging that hole. Mm-hmm.
People.
King of the Magic said this could have been another Sunny reference. We don't know if his mother is really dead or not.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, you don't live here anymore. You all right?
What?
They're divorced.
Yeah, okay.
So why is he burying her there?
Because it's where they had the dog, and the dog clearly was from when they were together, and he loved the dog, and a lot of subtext, a lot of, you know. Probably part of the reason why he needs the money, you know, from his expensive divorce.
Go back inside. Go back to bed. You learn the time. Don't try to break it.
Yeah, that line there, Spacey's firm impacted the bank his son worked at, which is even more crazy that he didn't call him to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua Wax said, when you're divorced, you hide dead things at the ex's house. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. That's just winning at divorce.
The dead dog goes here.
That would be fucked if it wasn't actually his dog that died. He just found another dead dog and was like, I'm going to bury a dead dog here. That way she doesn't know I have a dog still.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I said it'd be fucked.
Such a good movie.
Yeah. What a film.
Thoughts, emotions, feelings, people.
You know what I love about it as well? It's just people living in the moment, not a phone in sight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just conversations, just communicating.
Yay! So VP said, very good.
What's his name? Where's
the movie?
Well, it's great.
Yay! It seems like overall everyone loved it. Yeah, different kind of sociopath. Yep. So yeah, you guys, everyone's now finally experienced Margin Call and should understand the references.
Yeah. Terry says one of my favorite films. Yeah, I really like this film. I'm trying to think of, because this I think got overshadowed by Wolf of Wall Street and The Big Short, which are very fun and funny, but this one I think is the best.
More
acting.
realistic, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not just realism, it's just The Wolf of Wall Street, even though it's like a cautionary tale, it does end up glorifying.
Yeah, it seems glamorized.
Yeah. It's like the whole thing of like, you know, they say, oh, look at the bank robbery, you know, type thing. And then even
The Big Short.
The Big Short, because it's by Adam McKay, it's so silly that, yeah, it's pretty good. And I like those films.
I like The Big Short.
But yeah, and like Darcy was saying, they lose the gravity of the reality. This maintains just the actual, just the calculation of it all. That at no point is there really a sense of, you know, is what we're doing right or wrong. And from the brief moments of people who do think that, it's just kind of scoffed at, like, what are you doing? Like, you know what we do here. Like, get over yourself. Stop being so, don't be such a little bitch.
Suck it up. So yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. He says, I've never thought I would have been enjoyed a movie about a financial crisis. This had me hooked start to finish. It's so well made.
It's the convincingness of like such amazing actors,
Mm-hmm.
the cinematography, the choices in blocking. Like, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's at every single point in this film, you see like a very, like, decisions being made. So the narrative is more than just what's being said on screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this is a great example of like actual gravitas. Every single actor is cast in this that is cast carries weight in the scene, whereas there's a lot of popular actors these days that just don't have that magnetism, that screen presence. And so without it, you find yourself drifting in and out of focus because they don't have enough to command your attention. This has got multiple people on screen in every scene. Like, you feel like you're being yanked from side to side in these conversations because there's just so much depth and power in the acting.
Yeah.
Even when it's subtle, like the boardroom scene, most of the actors are not talking, but they're still
it's
acting.
In the subtle.
Like,
no, it's in the subtle. Yeah. Looks
the way they're
at each
looking
other.
around.
Yep.
Just powerful.
Terry said the very quick decision making and personal risk management is portrayed more accurately in this film than in any other finance film I've seen. The others focus on excess.
Yeah, like Wolf of Wall Street wants to be like, look at this deviousness. Same with The Big Short. It's showing how out of touch but it's The Big Short really. I mean, it's a great film. I really like The Big Short, but the buffoonery, especially when you see the bros who are like from New Girl.
Yes.
It almost undermines how fucked the whole thing was. And almost creates a sense of, oh, well, they didn't really know what they were doing. This really like lays into, they knew that they were over leveraging. They just didn't, they thought that they had their risk sorted out. So they never thought that they were playing with legitimate money. They just didn't know that it was going to get out of hand.
Yeah.
And like you said, it happens over and over. We get too greedy, but then at the same time, this is what the economy is. Like, if you've ever lived outside of America, you'll realize the American way of life, to be poor in America is such a privilege. And people don't like hearing that, but being poor in America, you're not poor by world standards. I know you can be poor in America and you can have a cell phone and a home.
Bro, some poor people in America live better than like people who are middle class.
Well, I'm talking about just like in world standards. Like, go to like he says, if all of this stops, if they stop having the fingers on the scale, the whole world gets real fair, real fast, and people don't want that. Dude, you know what it's like to be poor in Africa? It's being not well off in Africa is not good. You wouldn't want that.
But yeah, another amazing choice by Terrace. Thank you, and we will see you guys on Monday for Catch Monday. But be here for next weekend for what is it, Death of Stalin?
Yes,
which I've never seen. So
it's good.
I'm excited.
I think Death of Stalin it's not even trying. I don't think it's really. It is so satirical, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I wonder if anybody's seen Death of Stalin, so we'll find out.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, guys.
Have a good night.
Great, Tim. Great choice, Stairs.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.